You probably saw a viral video where YouTubers found a massive treasure hidden in the Bermuda Triangle, and a random guy dared to go after it. He scored $10,000, but let's be real, his biggest win was getting out of there alive. This dangerous stretch of water between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda is notorious for chilling and unexplained events. They say that over 50 ships and 20 airplanes have mysteriously vanished in the Bermuda Triangle. This fuels theories suggesting that this area might be linked to mystical forces or strange vortices that pull objects into other dimensions. But an Australian scientist named Karl Kruszelnicki might have cracked the code on the Bermuda Triangle mystery. According to him, most of the popular legends and eerie disappearances can be explained by two main factors. The first is human error. One theory debunked by Kruszelnicki was about the doomed Flight 19 back in 1945. A group of 5 planes from the US Navy took off on a routine training mission from Florida. Everything seemed fine until, 90 minutes into the flight, the squadron leader reported they were lost, and then, they just disappeared. One of the largest air and sea searches in history was launched to find them, but to this day, no trace of Flight 19 or the 14 men on board has been found. What makes people scratch their heads is that the weather conditions were perfect. A warm day with fluffy clouds and a gentle southwest breeze, ideal for a training flight. So, what happened? It turns out that, despite the flight leader having over 2,000 flying hours, he was actually a poor pilot and navigator. Kruszelnicki revealed that this commander had gotten lost at sea twice before. On that fateful day, he even tried to get someone to cover his shift but couldn't, an unfortunate twist for the entire team. After completing their training exercise, both compasses on board stopped working. Over the patrol's radio, his anxious voice reported they were flying over land. Specifically, he believed they were above the Florida Keys. But that didn't add up, as they had passed over Hens and Chickens shoals in the Bahamas less than an hour before. Instead of turning west, he flew east, deeper into the Atlantic Ocean. The planes eventually ran out of fuel, and you know the rest of the story. Some theorists still argue that a malevolent force interfered with the compasses, but even if that were true, human error played the biggest role here. The pilot should never have mistaken the Bahamas for the Keys. End of that story. Now, let's talk about the second factor that Kruszelnicki says explains many strange disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle: bad weather. Many Atlantic tropical storms and hurricanes pass through this region. Before modern weather forecasting, storms made ships disappear. And the Gulf Stream, a powerful ocean current, runs through here too, causing rapid and sometimes dramatic weather changes. Consider the USS Cyclops. In 1918, this massive 500-ton cargo ship, carrying 11,000 tons of manganese, vanished without a trace. It was en route from the West Indies to Baltimore with 309 people on board. What makes this extra eerie is that no distress signal was ever sent. Over a century later, there's still no trace of it. Theories about the USS Cyclops range from a sudden storm to a rogue wave or even an underwater landslide. Kruszelnicki suggests that the Bermuda Triangle isn't just about bad weather, it's about the raw power of the ocean itself. The ocean floor here plunges nearly 30,000 feet, almost like Mount Everest in reverse. This depth conceals everything, making it the perfect place for ships and planes to disappear without a trace. Experts also point to a rare phenomenon involving methane clathrate, an ice-like compound that forms underwater, trapping methane gas. When these structures break, they release bubbles that can affect a ship's buoyancy, potentially causing it to sink. Though rare, experiments show that a large bubble release could affect ships above. So, human error and bad weather, those are the main reasons for the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. And in reality, the Bermuda Triangle isn't all that special. There are no official maps that define its boundaries, and this is part of the confusion. Disappearances and unexplained events that happen far from the region are often added to the Bermuda Triangle's list of mysteries, like the case of the Mary Celeste in 1872. This ship was found intact, but its crew was missing. People assumed it was a Bermuda Triangle mystery, but the Mary Celeste was found 400 miles east of the Azores, far from the Triangle. At this rate, the Triangle would need to cover a massive chunk of the North Atlantic. Once people start believing in a danger zone, confirmation bias kicks in. But the truth is that the Bermuda Triangle has tons of daily traffic, both by sea and by air. Experts confirm that the number of incidents there is about the same as anywhere else. Some years have higher numbers, some lower, but it averages out. So, maybe it's time to move on from wild theories about the Bermuda Triangle. At least until the next strange disappearance. That's it for today. If your curiosity is satisfied, give the video a like and share with friends. For more, click on these videos to stay on the Did You Know